Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. I think it falls on the same day this year as Christmas. And it's a lot of change going on, a lot of frenzy going on right now. So I'm here and hope you're taking a break for yourself, giving yourself a little bit of rest. And I'm ready to do some readings. So here we go. Mm. Oh, it's also solstice. I meant to mention that. Winter solstice. Winter solstice is great. It's the shortest day of the year, which means less darkness and heading more toward more light, which is awesome. We don't have that much of a season here where I am, but I know where a lot of y'all are, there is. And with the change, though, there's time to reflect. There's time to think about what's no longer serving us, and as we shift into the light, we can face that light, get ready for that, and let go of those things that aren't serving us anymore. So I'm happy to be moving forward. Whatever you resist persists. So trying to resist change is sort of like futile. You might as well roll with it and not be afraid to move forward, right? So let's see, who have we got? A-Dub came back with a name of a dog, which is awesome. Emily. And I'm going to go with that. So let's see if Emily will come forward. She comes walking in like she's wearing a backpack, and it's a backpack that almost looks like a diaper bag, and she's got just a little bit of everything in it. And she's got other animals with her. So I feel like she is definitely looking over the rest of your pack, at least the ones on the other side. Let me ask her a couple of questions. So she's keeping an eye on you as well. And I don't know if you've ever felt like a brush against your leg, or she's telling me it's like a cool breeze. That's her spirit moving through you. And feel free to comment in the chat if you can, if some of this makes sense or doesn't make sense. And but A-Dub, she's saying that yes, she is there, and she comes in, and the animals who are with you now realize this and know who she is, even if they didn't know her in life. Because she's just like Pachamama. she's the mother hen to all of them. And yeah, she actually helps when other animals cross over. She will greet them just as she will be there to welcome you one day, long distance in the future, when it's your turn to cross over. So I hope that helps. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Jessica. Hi, everybody. Hi, Water Lily. I'm so glad y'all are here. Miss Juliana, it's nice to see you, so to speak. Christina, gosh, well, we're still on puppy watch. Happy holidays. Glad you're there. Elizabeth, I hope you're here. I'm going to go for this one. I keep forgetting to click the show button. So there you go. If you feel like doing a mediumship reading, I would love to hear from my Aunt Betty, who died when I was young, but I feel we would have had a lot in common. Okay. So I do have a female coming forward, and she's coming forward with this little kind of like get things done attitude, shoulders back, head high. She was a get things done kind of person. And she's making a comment about how you've budgeted and how she's proud that you've kind of stayed within your target range for your budget this recently. I don't know if she's talking about Christmas or what, but lately. And way to go. Way to go. So I'm really curious to know if that sounds like her to you. Meanwhile, Christina says, no puppies from Poppy yet. Now, for those of you who haven't been here for the last couple of lives, Christina has a Shih Tzu who is about to have 5 puppies any day now. She is taking her sweet time. Does Poppy have any messages, or are you getting a sense of timing for labor? She's getting so big, I'm a little concerned about the puppies. Okay, let me tune in and see what's going on with Poppy. Oh, Poppy's feeling just a wee bit uncomfortable. Like there's just they're springboarding off of her ribs. And they're very wiggly. Yeah, she's just she's feeling a little like I'm feeling like physically a sense of and anxiety. And I feel like she has had a couple of like little contractions so that she kind of is understanding that that's going to be part of the process. You know, it's like the poor things, they don't get to go to maternity classes like we do. They just seem to know what's happening, but I can't imagine. But I feel like there's like blankets that she's kind of pushed into like a nest that she's getting ready. So you may be wanting to be on watch. I don't know if you have a baby monitor or something to alert you when things start to happen, if it happens in the night. But I've never been through the process of birthing puppies or watching, you know, certainly not me, but even watching a dog have puppies, I haven't been there for that. So, whew, very exciting. But it feels like something is shifting around in my lower body, like in my abdominal area. And so I think she's getting ready. And she feels like she's getting ready. And they're getting like into position, if that makes sense. Whew. I feel like this is going to be like in the next couple of days. Just because of the way the physical feelings that I'm feeling in my body from her that she's allowing me to feel in my body. I feel like it's going to be in the next couple of days. So good luck. Let us know how things happen. Feel free to email me or text me and let me know what happens. And I hope all goes well. Wowza. Okay. Elite the Beth says she is here. Oh, good. I hope what we just read makes sense. I'm trying to star comments while I get down. Oh, thank you for putting my website in there. Becky Charles, I'm going to star that and come back to them. She feels them move. Christina says, I can feel them move all the time. Oh my gosh. Any messages about puppies from Scooter? I'll have to star that and try to come back to it, Christina. Okay. Whoa, here it is. Kalitha Beth says, Betty was way ahead of her time and very interested in fashion, but slowed down by childhood rheumatic fever that ruined her heart. She was a go-getter as much as possible with that limitation. Oh, it's all about the character. I mean, she's just like, let's make it happen. So I hope that that's a lot like you and that you're one of those go-getter, let's make it happen type people. That's awesome. Okay. Back to the puppies. She spends a lot of time in the birthing area. That's good. Lilitha says the puppies have their suitcases packed. Christina says it makes sense. Her temperature's dropping each day, which is what should be happening as it gets close to time. Good. Yes. Thank you. We'd love to know. Okay, I'm going to star a few more of these and then flip over and continue doing readings. Okay. A-Dub asks, does Emily still watch over me and my dogs? Oh, sorry, I think I did skip that one. Next. Miss Juliana, does my Maine Coon boy Gatsby have a message for me? Let's see. I feel itchy. And I feel like there's like some scratching going on, like under the front paw, under the front, on the body, under the front leg. And I also feel like there's just somebody's holding him or wanting to be held. And when you hold him, it's like this way, like the cat is vertical instead of horizontal, if that makes sense, and rubbing behind the ears. Cool. I hope that works. Let me know in the comments. Anita Cole says, excuse me, y'all. Do any of my past Springer Spaniels think I should get another Springer? Okay. Do you have a name? I'm going to try this, but it's a whole lot easier and faster if I can get a name. There is, I feel like there's somebody like holding the door and ushering in. And this is an animal coming in like in cartoon form, sitting on the back legs, holding the door open and ushering in. So I think there's energy there, there's support there, they're ready to come and show the new dog the ropes and help you with the process of integrating this new dog. So it can be a puppy, it can be an existing dog, or an adult dog. Sorry, excuse me 1 second. Speaking of dogs, Bogey's here to join. He always loves to be here for these readings. Lynette Newman says, is my dog seeing spirits? She always pants uncontrollably every night before we go to bed. If y'all would, I really would love to see names with these animals. It's just not as easy calling in Lynette's dog. Any Springer Spaniels out there, it's not quite as easy to make sure, at least in my soul, that I'm connecting with the right entity, the right being. What I feel like is happening here, Lynette, is that there is a deceased being who's coming in. But it feels more like this being, this deceased, is maybe a loved one, or it could just be somebody who's tied to the property, tied to the house. Yes, because it feels almost like an entity that perhaps doesn't realize that that they can go to the light, that they can cross over. They're just staying and repeating, like in a loop, repeating, walking through your house. Yeah. I'm sure your dog doesn't know what to make of that. I don't know if you've done anything like saging your house or anything in the way of a house blessing, having somebody come and bless the house. You can usher out any lower energy entities that don't have your highest and best good at heart. If they're friendly and they're not harming anything, they're welcome to stay. But if they're making the dog upset, they need to probably leave or stay outside of the four walls. If they want to stay on property, they need to stay outside of the four walls, because it is not helping the dog's disposition. So yeah, you can have a talk with them and just set those boundaries and say, you may have lived here at one time, you may have thought you belonged here at one time, but this is my space and my home. And when you sage a property, you walk through, open all the drawers, open all the doors in the cabinets, and crack a window so that the entities have a way to leave, and walk through each room, either burning sage and wafting sage smoke into all those open spaces, or using a bell, or using a singing bowl. You can do the same kind of energy clearing with sound and just say, any spirit or entity that doesn't have my highest and best good at heart must leave this home now with harm to none. God's will be done. Creator's will be done. Whatever suits your belief system. But just say that this is my home, and just walk through the house and repeat all those things I said. Explain, this is my home now, and you're making my dog upset. If you have to feel like you have to be here, you have to stay outside the four walls. And this is, claim your space. And if this is an entity that is a troublemaker or troublesome, or somebody that, is hitchhiked home on the back of your energy, they'll leave. So I hope that helps. I hope that works, Lynette, excuse me. Okay. Whoa, Anita. Lucy, Muff, Moxie, Ruby. Woo. Okay. Let me go back. Oh, the Springers. Again, they're holding the door open, but I appreciate it. If with your next question or in the future, please just have a name and have a question for the name of that person. I just need to know, or an animal. I just need to know if they're human or animal, living or in spirit. Let's see. Becky Charles says, hey, Donna, whoops. Do you have a message from my maternal grandparents, Leonard or Maud? Both have been in spirit for a good while now. Let's see. I feel I have a gentleman that I'm being made aware of who is wearing glasses, and I'm seeing him from a side view, and he is very intently studying something, like he's working on something. And then he puts it down. He's like at a workbench. It's got a light. It doesn't look like a desk. It looks like more like a work area. This has something to do, so I'm being made aware that this had something to do with how he made his living. I also see him sitting at the head of a holiday table. Makes sense, holiday time, but it feels like it's a big family gathering, unless he had a big family. But there are several, like 6 or 8 people at the table, and he's at the head of the table. And it's a very traditional, like, meal, very traditional family setting where people say grace and that kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. Becky, I'm going to flip back over and see if I've got any other comments. Lynette says she's going to sage her house. Perfect. And the dog's name is Lily. God bless Lily. You can also, for Lily, you can put some calming smells in the air. You can use odorless sage, Lynette. And if you do that, you can put use lavender in the air. That's very calming for dogs. Creates a sense of peace. Got to go back now. Becky, if you're still with me, let me know if that makes sense for your grandfather. Okay. Hang on one second. Adub has another question. How do you prep prior to a reading? That's a lot of energies coming at you. Yes, I don't normally try to do, it's fielding a lot of energies. But what I try to do is I work with my guides, and my guides work with them, the spirits and the souls of the other. This is whether it's human or animal, it's soul to soul communication, but they're at a different vibrational frequency and than what I am. So I'm raising mine and they're lowering theirs. And humans come in on a different frequency, deceased humans, than do deceased animals and living humans and living animals. So it helps me get there faster to know if they're alive or in spirit, and to have a name. It just helps everybody get to the heart of the matter faster so that I can read for more people, because we only have an hour, and I want to try to get to as many people as I can. So then once the reading is over, energetically and internally, I thank them and ask them to leave my field now so that I can clear and cleanse. I'm not going to go through a whole process but it's energetically, it's like I just clear myself and clear my field, basically like that, but only in my mind's eye. So good question. Thank you for that. Okay, let me go back. Anita Call says, would my guides like me to do anything different now that I'm retired? Let's see. Boy, Anita, your guides are coming in with some, making me aware of like getting into a group gathering. I don't know if this is like if you're active in a group right now, to spend a couple of days a week interacting with this group. But it feels like it's at a community center, or maybe, kind of a fellowship hall, but a group that meets regularly. And it's just to, to have lunch, maybe to play cards or dominoes, social time, that kind of thing. Because it's a great way to reconnect. They're saying that this is going to be a way to, like, you're going to find somebody that you had known from way back. There'll be some kind of reconnection that will happen through this new social group interaction. There is a suggestion for, certainly not in winter weather, but getting outside more and trying to spend time outside. And I'm seeing walking, also seeing tending like a porch garden, like having a balcony or a porch or something like that with some plants. I would think it would be kind of fun to watch them grow and, snip them and watch them bloom again. And it's been years since I've been able to have a garden to do stuff like that. So I think I can imagine that would be fun. So let me know if that makes sense for you, Anita. I hope so. And I hope you enjoy your retirement. That's great. CC Angel says, I'm wondering if my pack Paisley, Mitzi, and Kingsley would be okay if I brought another dog in. All right, let's see. I will preface this. I'm going to tune in and try to get a quick read from the three of them. But generally speaking, this to get a real good feel for each one of these three animals and to address this problem or this question, thoroughly, you might want to book a private reading. And so just saying, it gives them more time to feel heard, and it gives me more time to ask a lot of questions. But let me just see what they say. I feel like there's one that's kind of grumpy and will probably not be as friendly toward a new dog as the other two. But there's one that just loves to play with everybody and would certainly welcome. And the other one's kind of grudgingly making room, if you will. Sort of like, it's almost like they're having to, if you're sitting in a row at the theater, and somebody new comes in and everybody has to scoot down one, it's like this dog's kind of grudgingly scooting down one to make room for another animal. So the short answer to that is yes. So thank you for that question. That's a good question. It's always nice to make the other existing animals in the house feel heard. It does tend to make integration a whole lot easier. Let's see. Leo says, "Hi, Donna. May I ask for a health scan?" Okay. I think you're asking for a body scan, a health scan. And let me just see what I can pull. I am being drawn to my chest area. So as I feel more into that, I feel like you need to be careful about any kind of like flu or bronchitis or lung issue. That if you're not careful, it could easily turn into pneumonia or something really serious. And I'm also feeling something in my right hip. I don't know if you're having any kind of mobility issues or any kind of aches, but I feel it in my right hip. So please let me know if there's any feedback on that. Thank you, Leah. And Lois says, "Hi, Donna. Why is Gracie, my giant schnauzer, throwing up in the car again? Oh my gosh. Hang on. I am feeling first of all, when I ask her about, does she know? She's just giving me this kind of, I don't know, but kind of confused. And when I feel into her doing a body map, I feel this sense of woozy and nauseous, and I don't know if she has eaten something or if it's medication related, but it just feels like a sense of general confusion and sick to my stomach. Yeah. So let me know in the feedback, Lois, if maybe Gracie has had some medication recently before that happened the last time, or if it's happened multiple times, if there's something that's changed maybe with her food, her diet, that's making her nauseous. But the fuzzy headedness is the part that's confusing to me. Again, I'm not a vet, but that might be worth checking on. Let's see, go back and see. Boy, I feel like I've missed a bunch. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know if you saw this, Lynette, but ADEB says they used to use ylang ylang in the dog's ears for calming. That's another good tip. Oh, Deb, hang on just 1 second. I'll get back to that. Oh, Anita says, "I am taking an art class in January. Awesome. Great group activity. That'll be fun. And maybe that'll be where that connection comes in." Very nice. Hi, Gina. Hi, Griff. Hi. Oh, it's so good everybody's here. Thank y'all so much for taking some of your holiday time to spend with me. This is terrific. CC Angel says they're kind of stressed because we just lost my husband, their dad. Oh my, I'm so sorry for your loss. You know, we all know that the soul lives on, but the grief is real, missing their physical presence and moving through that. And I'm really, I'm sorry that you're having to go through that. And if you don't mind, if you want to put this in the comments, I would invite you, as well as anybody else that's on this call right now or on this live right now, that to go on my Reiki list for energy healing. And at this point in the month, I'll just make for the rest of December and for the month of January, and I will send Reiki healing to anybody and anybody's animal. It needs to be you or your animal, though. And you're welcome to email me if you want to email me with details, or you can just put it in the comments here, and I will add you to my Reiki list. And Anita, again, my condolences sincerely. Let's see. Oh, Lois says she is now wearing a flea and tick tag, no meds. Okay, that's good. I wonder if there's something in that we might not be able to smell it, but she might be able to smell it. Just an idea. Maybe the manufacturer of that collar or that tag. You could see if there's anybody reporting side effects, if that is a potential side effect. Nerves in right leg. Oh, yeah. You might be in for something coming up with that. And hopefully it won't turn into anything worse than just what I'm feeling in my hip right now. Okay. Water Lily says, please include me, Sandy, my daughter, Brittany, in your Reiki healing. Thank you. I assume, Water Lily, that your first name is Sandy and not Water Lily, so I will do that. Thank you. Oh, it goes with the rhythm of her heart, Lois says, about the medicine. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to go back and do some more readings here. Deb Kane. I would like to know if there is a spirit message for me at this time. Thank you. What I'm getting from your guides, Deb, is that there is a little bit of a lagging habit with regard to the holidays that's made more plain during the holidays, that you do a lot for other people, and that some people are not as appreciative. Some people really genuinely are grateful and appreciate what you do for them, but some people perhaps are not, and that you can start to take care of yourself by limiting the amount of time that you give, only when it suits you and fills your cup, so to speak, to be able to do something nice for someone else. There's no point in knocking yourself out to do something for somebody if it's not ever going to be good enough, or if it's not going to be appreciated. I don't mean to sound like we need to be results motivated and everybody needs to appreciate everything that we do, but there are some people that are just more of a taker personality, they're not a gracious receiver. They're more of a taker. And your efforts might be better spent taking more care of yourself and other people who might better benefit from your efforts. Wow, you must be quite a giver, Deb. Yeah, and they're also saying you might want to consider setting a new pace for yourself in the new year, shifting into a different routine. Yeah, yeah. It will be like a breath of fresh air. So I hope that helps you. And Griff 215 says, "Hi Donna, how are my finances for 2025?" Oh, let's see what your guides have to say. It's interesting. They're speaking as a chorus, like your guides are speaking as one, that you need to up the ante for 2025 and put a little bit more away with incrementally. Maybe if you do a regular deposit to your savings or something like that, they're saying to like up that a little bit, that you need to put a little more away in 2025. I'm asking, it's like, is this for a specific purpose or is there a reason, and they're like, this is not for us to say, but that you will be glad that you did. By this time next year, you will be glad that you have done so. So I hope that helps. Let's see. But they're saying that all in all, your finances in 2025 are going to be better than 2024. Seeing lots of green. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Deb said, I just had surgery and I'm not in space to take care of myself. Oh my. Well, maybe some of these people that you had been taking care of could come and take care of you. God bless you. This is about self-care. The message, though, was like, focus on yourself. Oh, gosh. Again, I'm happy to put you on my Reiki energy healing list. And I hope you're feeling better soon. Grip says, thanks. Oh, Deb says, I meant in my reply that I'm not in the space to take care of others at this time due to surgery. That's probably as it should be. And I hope your recovery is swift and it's 100%. And Leah says, givers must set limits. Takers don't. Very, very well put, Leah, for real. Kiki Law says, hello, gracious greetings. Hello. And Deb says, yes, please put me on your list. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And Water Lily too, while I've got it. Water Lily is also sending you love and energy, Deb. Thank you. Y'all are such a giving group. So I'm going to go back to some of these stars. Water Lily says, Donna, my Zoe, who is a Yorkie and Lhasa Apso mix, shakes and pants on car rides. Is there anything I can do to help relieve her stress? Thank you. What I'm feeling as I tune into Zoe, Water Lily, is that she's nervous about the movement, and she would, I think, would be better. She feels like there's just, I don't feel like she's in a crate or a kennel when she's in the car, and that if she could be in one of those cloth, like with the screen mesh type things in it, that she so that she could still see out, but that she could feel cocooned, that she just feels like she's wide open and vulnerable. Okay, and that's making her nervous. And they make these things that you can actually like run the seatbelt through and put them in the seat with you. If you've got a two-seater, if she's used to running in the front seat, or put it in the back seat. So there's also some homeopathic things that you can put in for anxious animals. It's called calming. Hang on one second. Purina makes it actually, and I get some from my vet. And hold on, and I'll grab a packet of it to show you what it looks like. Boy, oh boy, the dogs have put something right in the doorway. But it's called Calming Care by Purina Pro Plan. And you buy these little packets and you just put it in their food once a day, sprinkle it in, and it's got a flavor to it like beef or something. And it takes a few weeks for it to start to take effect. But my dog, who had tremors, would just have these anxiety attacks and would have tremors, has stopped. The tremors have stopped. So this has really been good for us. I don't know if that's something that you would consider, but I got it through the vet. Maybe you can get it on Chewy or Amazon or somewhere like that, but it might be worth trying. So let's see. Christina says, I found a travel anxiety drop that she gives to Scooter before they travel, and that seems to be helping. Yeah, there's, oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's Box Flower Essences. They make something, I used to use it all the time. And you can get it at almost any health food store that helps calm the stress. You just have to give it to them, like for when storms are coming, or for when you're about to take a car ride and you know that they get anxious in the car. You can give them a few drops of that as well. Let's see. Water Lily says, no, she's not. Oh, she is usually in my lap, and I'll try the cloth crate. Yeah, that might work. Just from a safety standpoint, this little guy used to want to ride in the front seat in my lap, and it's just I'm too paranoid that if something were to happen that I'd squish him against the steering wheel. But so now he rides in this bucket that I have that sits in the seat next to me, and the bucket actually goes through the front seat and clips into the front seat like with the seat belt, and then it has a hook that goes on he wears a harness whenever we go somewhere, and it clips to his harness. So he is safe in this little square bucket. And he likes that. Thank you for all the suggestions. Yeah, there are a number of things without doing a private reading or without, having any input from a homeopathic vet or a regular vet. It's kind of hard to know if it's what the cause may be or what her background is, not knowing her background. But I'm sure that you'll find one that works, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Let's see. Did I get to everybody? I think I have. I think I have. I'm just going back through to see if I missed anything. Here. Dave Hyland says, I meditate every day. I practice communicating with my guides and it's progressing. Can you tell me if you see them? The way it works for me when I tune into other people's guides is I see their energetic outline. And so I can generally tell. And then if they want to step forward out of the group outline, then I can see a little more detail about them. So we have guide teams that kind of move and shift depending on what's going on and what they're needed for. With you, Dave, the energy that I'm seeing is 3. I'm seeing 3 energies. And I feel like, sometimes they have the characteristics and you can feel in their energy, it almost feels male or it feels female or whatnot. But this one feels like gender neutral, like maybe it's an angel and it's never been human, but it feels like it's genderless. And it holds space and grace for the comings and goings of all the others, but you also have a female who is with you all the time. And also, this feels like a male who could be a deceased loved one who is also coming in and acting as a guide for you. But that's a great question. Very interesting question. And it's awesome that you meditate every day. It's amazing how it helps clear your field. It clears the cobwebs. Things tend to roll off when challenges come to us throughout the day. We don't take them personally. We can just sort of accept and move on. It's a really good place when you can take that time to meditate. I don't know, it's so blissful just to merge with the energy of your guides and the universe and just sort of set all this 3D earth school stuff aside for just a few minutes every day. It's like you remember why we're really here. We're here having this earth school experience for our souls to evolve. And our soul thinks any experience is great, whether we label it good or we label it bad. Our soul feels like it's another good learning experience. It's helping us evolve. So they're all about it and they think that's good. All the things that we've gone through, the things we may regret, the things we may still feel some guilt or shame about. There's no such thing as guilt or shame on the other side. They're just states of an experience, or phases and stages and part and parcel of an experience. So it's good for them. Sorry, I just went off on a general esoteric thing there, Dave, but thank you for that question. Lori Christine says, when will my new career start as an animal Reiki practitioner? Oh my God, an animal communicator and a certified cat behaviorist. When? I don't know. When are you going to open it up and set out a shingle? That's amazing. Congratulations. Wow. I would love to know where you studied and who you did your training with. That's terrific. And here you got your certification for cat behaviorist. Oh my goodness. You're going to be so popular. The world needs you. If this is a matter of logistically, when I'm seeing blue sky, green grass, so spring or summer, you'll be in a place to take off and allocate more time to it if that's the part of the issue. Wow. Dave says, thank you. You're welcome. I really loved that question. Amazing. Yep. Need more info on that. Would love to help support you. Y'all know I'm a soul level animal communicator. I received my training through Danielle McKinnon. I've since studied and mentored under a bunch of other people, several other people since. And then when it comes to, my certifications and the things that I do for humans, I've studied under a number of people, and I won't bore you with that list, but I do still study. I still take classes, and I'm going to be incorporating some of the new things that I'll be getting certified into my offerings in the coming year. So I hope you guys will stay tuned and be ready for that. Right now, I'm doing a series on crystals just because they're fun and I like them, and all crystals carry energy. And we're probably going to do like a Crystal 101 class, just to learn a little more about the different types of crystals and how to work with them. And then do a class on how to set up crystal grids, for working on a specific intention. They're fun. Crystals can do a lot for you. As y'all can tell, I love the energy. I have them around me all the time. There's a big purple amethyst geode back there, and there's also a citrine geode back there, and lots of others scattered around. And it's a really gentle and effective way to keep your mind, body, and spirit in balance, right along with meditation. Can't say enough good stuff about that. Christina says, can't wait to join some of your classes. They're going to be fun. I'm going to be doing some in different type increments, some 2-hour ones, maybe some 4-hour ones. And then in next summer, I'm going to be offering animal communication, a 4-week class again. Animal Reiki source for the animal Reiki, Lori Christine says. Right on. I haven't learned animal communication yet, but I have that gift. I'm not a certified cat behaviorist yet. Well, keep us posted. I am really in your corner for this. Really. And I think that's awesome. And if you'd like to learn animal communication from me, I'll be doing another class in June of next year. I have a family member in hospice, and so I'm trying not to plan. It's kind of difficult to plan too much because I'd hate to get a class scheduled and then have to postpone it at the last minute. So I'm waiting to see what this next round of testing and doctor visits have to say before I announce the dates of some classes. So just know that, and know that I love it. And if you would like to be kept on a list so that I can notify you whenever things are in the works, I'm happy to do that too. You can email me at connect, CONNECT, at donnanorris.net to let me know what you're interested in. If you have any ideas for classes, please email me with your ideas, and I'd be happy to take a look at those. And Belinda says, I would love the animal communication and the crystal class. I have like a 2-3 hour intro to animal communication. It's a basic intro class, and I'll be able to do that here probably in the first 2 months of the year. As soon as we know what these test results say, I can make these announcements. So thank you, Water Lily, sending love to my family member. It's my dad. And so, I'm just blessed that he's here today. Right. And Christina says she will be in animal communication class this year for sure. That's going to be awesome. And I am See if there's anything else I've missed. I don't think so. I just want to say how grateful I am that you guys are all here, that you are supporting me. I really appreciate it. Any ideas for videos for YouTube that you might like me to put out, please feel free to email me about those or post them on the community page. You can write to me through the community page on posts, and I do get them all, and I do read and try to respond to all of them. I put out posts on the community page that are sometimes funny and sometimes thought provoking, but all geared with love for you and wanting to be of service. So please let me know how I can help. And for next week, I will be back again, this time next Saturday, on the 28th. And so I will see you guys again next Saturday. And I guess I'll just say bye for now. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll have one more time together before the new year. Take care, everybody. Love you guys.